Hey everybody, how you doing? In this video, we're gonna be shooting baseballs with my favorite hunting rifle, the Marlin Model 1895, which, if you're not familiar, is chambered in the 4570 government. Big old round, packs a big old punch. Let me show you the three different types of ammunition that we're gonna be testing out on these baseballs. The first bullet we're going to shoot is this red-tipped Hornady Lever Revolution ammo, a 325 grain bullet using Hornady's FTX bullets. So 325 grain is the first one we're going to shoot. Second one we're going to shoot are these HSM Cowboy Action Hardcast 405 grains. I kind of have the feeling that these are going to do the most damage, but we'll find out. And lastly, we are going to be shooting these Winchester Super X 300 grain hollow point soft tips. I'm guessing that the Hornadys and the Super X's are going to have similar results, 300 grain, 325 grain, and I think the lead Flatnose 405 grain is going to absolutely pulverize the baseball. Let's set these baseballs up, see what happens. Should be pretty cool. I've got these baseballs set up. We're going to shoot them one at a time right there. If you can see that pallet there, I've got them set up 25 yards away. Why 25 yards? Because I don't have a scope on this model 1895, and I want to make sure that I can hit the baseballs, hopefully square in the middle, so that we can compare these rounds. So I've got the first one set up downrange. Let's see what happens. First bullet we're going to shoot is the Hornady Lever Revolution 325 grain bullets. If you haven't seen the video already, don't forget to check out my other video where I compare the 308 versus the 30-06 shooting baseballs. You might be surprised by the results. Here goes the first shot with the Hornady Lever Revolution rounds. So, quite the bang there. I'm honestly kind of worried how hard it is going to be to find this baseball. If you saw the 308 versus 30-06 video, the baseballs only went about 10 feet back, but I'm guessing that that one went pretty far, but let's see if we can find it here. So here, GoPro is right here. Here's where the baseball was sitting. You can see there I had one of these clay targets sitting there holding it and has been obliterated. That's what all that dust is there. And I don't see it anywhere, obviously behind it on the ground. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time looking for it. If I can't find it, I'm gonna shoot it again, but see if we can find it. All right, so I found the baseball. I didn't move it yet, but I just wanted to show you guys. When I shot the baseballs with the 308 30-06, the baseballs landed about right here, where this one shot with the Hornady 4570, the baseball landed over there by that big tree. It's hard to judge distance on the camera, but that's about 50 feet away. So let me show you guys how far this baseball flew with that Hornady 4570. Down here, and I'm watching for snakes here. We've got rattlers, so somebody tell me if you see a snake. And here is the baseball way down over here. Now moving the camera back slowly, way up there you can see the pallet again. So this is about 50 feet away where this baseball landed. So let's pick it up and take a look at it. Very, very interesting results here. Check it out. Safe to say it was a complete pass-through. I'm gonna set this thing up where we can hold it still, take a very good look at it. Very first shot we took was the Hornady. I think it's safe to say it was a complete pass-through. Here's the side that I shot, and then it passed all the way through the center. and shredded out the back side. So you can see the inside there, mostly cork, and then it has a little rubber center. But that 4570 absolutely passed through and put quite a bit of wallop on that baseball. Let's move on to the Winchester Super X ball, see what happens with that one. As always, don't forget to check out the links in the description for all kinds of stuff we're using in this video, including the baseballs. Alright, so that first one did quite a bit of damage. Now we're going to shoot these Winchester Super X bullets. 300 grain hollow point soft points. Winchester Super X. Let's see what these babies do. That Winchester, it was hard to tell, but I saw the ball kind of shoot up. I feel like that one didn't go as far. I may not have hit it as square, but I'm hoping I can find this baseball pretty easy here too. But let's see what happened to the baseball with the Winchester Super X rounds. Standing right here, it's not anywhere obviously right behind it. Let's see if it went just as far as the other one. It went back. There's that tree the other one landed by. Went back almost as far. There's the baseball right in the middle of some poison oak and some poison ivy. So I'm gonna kick this one out of the way before I grab it. Probably shouldn't even been grabbing it after it's on all that poison stuff, but because I'm highly allergic to poison ivy. But very interesting what happened with this one. Check it out. So this one actually has an entry and then has an exit in the back. Very cool. So small entrance hole right there, and then a big old whopping baseball exit wound on the back. Very interesting. That Winchester Super X is a hollow point, and that Hornady Lever Revolution is a pointed tip. I would have expected to see something like that on the entrance wound from the Hornady pointy tip, but it didn't. It just had a massive, big old entry wound and exit wound, but pretty cool to see the difference. All right, so third and last one here is these HSM Flatnose lead 405 grain rounds. I think these are gonna produce the biggest damage, if you can have more damage than those other two already did, but I think this is gonna be the winner. If you're not familiar with the 4570, here's a 308 case I just literally picked up off the ground here. To compare the 308 to the 4570, if I can hold still there, you can see how much bigger the 4570 cartridge is. But if you don't know anything about 4570, read about it. It's pretty cool. It's my favorite hunting round. But let's load this lead 405 grain bullet. See if we can hit that baseball down there. 405 grains, baby. Whew, gotta love a lever gun. Let's see what happens. There went the 405 grain lead bullet. Let's see if I was right and if it put the most hurt on these baseballs. I couldn't really tell where the baseball went, so judging by where the other two were, I'm pretty sure we can find it pretty quick. So, baseball is gone. There's the other two we already shot. And, oh, other two were by that big tree. This one is only right here. Judging by that, I'm gonna say it probably did not do as much damage, but let's check out the baseball. There is the entry, and there is the exit. Womp, womp, womp. Not much of a show at all. And it's hard to tell here too, but it's also not straight through. It went in there and came out a little bit higher. Straight through would have been like over here, but it came out there. So I don't know much about those HSM Cowboy Action loads, but if you do, let me know in the comments down below. I'm guessing since they're Cowboy Action, they probably don't have as much powder in them to help you with accuracy. So those were a flop. However, these other two hunting rounds definitely did pack a punch. Let's put them all side by side. First, let's talk about entry holes. Hornady. Whoa, that's huge. Winchester, about the size of the bullet. HSM, about the size of the bullet. So, as far as entry holes go, the Hornady is ridiculous. Let's flip them over to the exit holes. All right, now the exit holes here. Again, Hornady, ridiculous. Winchester Super X, still impressive. Those 405 grain lead rounds, which is the biggest bullet, disappointing. So, I have to say, come deer season, I think I'm probably gonna try these Hornadys out first. And then if I take a deer, I'm gonna try these Winchesters next. But these Hornadys absolutely take the cake. Massive wound channel there on the baseball. I almost forgot to mention, my next gun purchase, I want to be a Magnum Research BFR revolver chambered in 4570. We could do this same test again with the Magnum Research 4570 revolver. So, don't forget to share this video, like, comment. Once this video gets about 1 million views, we'll be able to purchase that. Don't forget to check out the links in the description down below and subscribe to the Hootie Hoo channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Hootie Hoo!